Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So today I'm going to have a little quick talk to you about the reason why I shape my chasing tools this way and make my punches and chisels in this fashion versus just cutting them out of a piece of square bar stock or something of the like, or maybe even just round rod. So there's a couple reasons for this of why you want your chasing tools shaped in this way, if you will. One, it creates a stouter tool overall that's going to hold up to years of abuse of hammering, because you're leaving some mass left in it as opposed to taking and having something like that. That is one reason for it. But the main principal reason, and if you notice how short this tool is, only from here to here and approximately about 3 inches or 75 mil long. The reason why this tool is so short and so thick and shaped like a taper from both ends is for the fact that it resists bending. It resists bouncing around on you. Now, if I comparatively go with something like so, from there to there, now you can see how much longer that tool is. Okay, so 3 inches, and that's probably 5 inches, if you will, something of that nature. But the reason why this resists bending so well and this shape lends itself to not bending so well is when you take a piece that is all the same thickness all the way across, and say you laid that piece on 2 points of contact with no support in the middle. Now, again, this is a compressive force, but say you lay it between 2 points. If you were to apply pressure directly to the center, you are going to get deflection. You're going to get deflection to happen. This will bow or bend. Same way, if the contact points were on the other side and you were to press in this direction, you would get deflection this way. So, since we are pinching from this direction to this direction, in this force, as this force increases, it wants to deflect to either the left or to the right, if you get rid of these points here. And that's why a chisel will bounce or skate or take a double bite, if you will, when you're hammering on it. So the reason for this shape now I'll go into. If I go ahead and clean that off, the deflection thing there, go ahead and get that cleaned off there. Now, if you were to take between point A and point B, and you were to take that same piece and you were to create an arc to it. Now, if you press down on this, it is transferring that load, since it's not just a straight bar. In order for it to deflect this piece, it has to push this point away and push this point away. Likewise, say that was on the other side of that spectrum and you were trying to push it the opposite direction, in this direction. It's going to have to push this point away or this point away. So I think you guys can kind of start getting the ideal here. This is the reason why bridges are built with an arch and they're not just flat straight across. It's for this purpose. So when designing this tool, and there's a taper from this end and a taper from this end with it thicker in the middle, what I have done is I have created a tool that has an arch in this direction and it has an arch in that direction. So I've created a very mechanically sound tool. I've created a very mechanically sound tool. And so this way, again, now say you push from this direction in this direction, it now has got to try to compress or bend this mass, which it's just not going to do. And as you increase the kinetic energy between these 2 points to try to compress this, as this cross section here is thicker, it will resist any sort of deflection that you're going to be able to do, because it forces that the weakest point be here and here at the end. This here is the strongest point of the entire tool now. Versus if you just have a tool that is round in nature, say you create a punch on one end, you know, with a little short taper on the end, and it's all the way the same length, and you maybe put another little taper on the end over here, okay? But this is all in the same surface plane. You're going to have that same deflection problem as in the bridge example, or as between the 2 points. As the load increases, this deflects in that direction or in this direction. And I hope that that makes sense with my really cruddy drawing skills of the reason why we shape the chasing tools the way we do. Now there's obviously exceptions to this rule, that if you're needing to make a longer chasing tool to get into a certain area, that you need a certain area of reach, or say you're doing hot work, that you have to make this tool a lot longer. But you can still build out this tool to where, and I'll show you this in future videos, to where again those planes are never in the horizontal position, to where you can avoid again that deflection from happening by creating this arched effect. So you can create longer tools, but you have to create them with a nice long distilled taper all the way down, and then a back taper to the struck end, in order to create yourself an arc to resist deflection. So I hope that makes sense of why we shaped this tool the way we did. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them there. Like always, God bless you, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.